differ by 1 characters. So for this problem, we are given two substrings S and T, and we just want to find all the substrings of S and all the substrings of T, and we just want to check if there is exactly one character which is different. So for example, we can choose character A. So with this character B, it is different. This character A with this character B, it is different. And similarly for others, this A with this B, and this A with this B. And similarly for this B with this A, and this B A with this A. Can we find some strings like AB, and find other substrings which only have one character which is different? So for example, this is just AB, and from the string T, we can find AB or we can find BA, but we can never find something like BC or something like AC. Yeah, if we can find something like AC, it's gonna be meet the conditions because there's only one character which is different. This is B and this A which is different. Yeah, but we cannot find such cases, so the final answer is gonna be 6. So the easiest way to solve the problem, I think, is going to be the brute force. So the brute force idea is that we just prepare two dictionary D1 and D2. So inside of the dictionary D1, we're going to prepare the length of the string as k. So for example, one going to be the k of D1 and one going to be the k of D2. So this means the length of the string is 1. I will not try to explain others like the length of the string 2 or 3, but let's just use the easy case 1. So how can we find? Yeah, if the length is 1, we can find the substring which is A, B, and A. What about T? So for T, we can find something like B, A, B, A. Yeah, and then we're gonna check the same length. If the length is 1, this is also 1, it means the length is equal. So if the length is equal, we're gonna check the character one by one. So this A with this B, it is valid. This A with this A, not valid. This A with this B. And similarly, this B with this A, and this B with this A, and this A with this B, and this A with this B. So in this case, definitely we can find 6 different cases, so we're going to return 6. Yeah, similarly, we're going to check if the length is 2, or if the length is 3, and others. So this is going to be the easiest way to solve the problem. Now let's just try to solve it. So, as I said before, I'm going to prepare 2 dictionaries. It's going to be a default, dict, and with a list. Now, we just want to turn this kind of string S or T to such kind of a dictionary. But how can we turn that? We just need to define a function, which I'm going to call it to convert. So inside it's going to be a string, and it's going to be a dictionary. Now let's just convert this dictionary D1 and D2. Let's just convert string S and string T. So how can we do it? Let's just prepare the length of the string equal to n, and we just need to use 2 for loops. So for I in range n, and for j in range with I to n. So what are we going to do? Yeah, we just need to convert it. So inside it's going to be the length of the string. It's going to be I to j plus 1. And then we're going to append the string as I to j plus 1. Yeah, so this is exactly what we are doing. We just wanted to prepare the conversion. Now let's just get the final result. And we just need to run the convert function. So convert with S and D1, and convert with S and D2. So what is that after the conversion? Let's just check what is D1 and what is D2. Let me just put a random return, maybe 6. Yeah. Now let me just run the code to check what is inside D1 and D2. Yeah. Now, as you can see, inside D1, for the example 1, we're going to have 1 A, B, A. And inside D2, for the length 1, we're going to have A. I did something wrong, maybe. I don't know. Let me check. So this is D1 and this is D2. Yeah, because here should be T. That is why it is the same. Yeah, because this we're going to convert the string T. Now let's just check the difference. So for the first example, this is ABA, and for string T, it's going to be BABA. This is exactly what we are doing. Now, what left behind is we just need to check the final result. So let's just prepare final result. We're gonna set it to be 0. So for I in range, we're gonna check the length from 1 to maybe the let's use the minimum, yeah, the minimum length. Maybe we're gonna use the minimum plus 1. And what is the minimum? So the minimum is gonna be the minimum of the length s and length t. Yeah, because definitely we don't need to check the length equal to 4. Yeah, because for the 3s, the maximum length is 3 for the subarray. Definitely we just need to check the maximum length to be 3 instead of 4. So this is why we're going to control it as a minimum. So from 1 to minimum plus 1, we're going to check all the different cases. So result is going to plus equal to check. So we're going to use a check I. And after that, we just need to return the final result. Now let's just finish the check function. So inside of the check function, we're going to use I as the index. So we're going to get two array. Let me just define it as array 1 and array 2. It's going to be D1 with I and D2 with I. Now we get two arrays. As I explained before, we just need to use the brute force to solve the problem, right? So, so let me think about it. So, yeah, what are we going to do? I think we just need to check all the different cases. Let's say, so for maybe for S1, this is a substring. So for S1 inside array 1, and for S2 inside array 2, we just need to check if that is valid. So we're going to use a sum. This is going to be 1. So for AB in zip with S1 and S2. So if A not equal to B, if the sum of them equal to 1, this means there's only one character which is different. Yeah, I mean, so here for AB inside the zip, if A not equal to B, this means there's only one character different. If the sum of them equal to 1, it means only one character different. We just need to check how many characters different. If there's one character different, what I mean is that I'm gonna update the result, and finally I'm gonna return the result. So the result is just a counter. I'm gonna set it from 0. I think that is all the coding. It is a little bit longer than the other Leetcode problem, but it is easier. We just need to write a lot of functions to check how can we solve the problem. Let me just run it. As you can see, it works. Now let me just submit it to check if it can pass. As you can see, it passed for all testing cases. The speed is slow because this is just a brute force. So the time complexity from here, the conversion, this is just n squared. And for here, we use the for loop. And here is another for loop. And this is another for loop. So inside of the for loop, we're going to use a sum. But actually, for this for loop in the S1 and S2, inside the array 1 and array 2, actually the sum of these values is going to be the total sum of the array. Actually, we just understand it, the time complexity is going to be n cubic. Yeah, instead of power. Yeah, instead of n to the power of 4. Actually, it is n cubic. This is for the time complexity. Yeah, because for here, this is just a subarray. S1 is just a subarray. S2 is also a subarray, and we just need to sum up all the yeah. Let me just think about it. Yeah, so definitely this is not ON. So this array 1 and array 2, definitely it is not ON. This is just a subarray. But we need to check the characters if they are not equal. So the length of the characters it is on the 100. So maybe, yeah, safely we can say the time complexity is n to the power of 4, but it still works, as we can see, because this is a string problem, and this n going to be 100. Yeah, I think that's all about it, and thanks for watching. See you next time.